Going. Hello, everyone.
Hello, you guys. Welcome.
Welcome to our Couch to 5 and 10K program.
That's why we're on a couch today.
That's
we're
right.
starting day one. Week one, day one.
Week 1, day 1, couch to 5K, couch to 10K. So we're going to be here at 1:30 every Monday, giving you tips and tricks to make it easier.
Yes, to make it easier, extra motivation, and as well as if you want to schedule time with us to meet and go over your goals, either Bridget or I will be glad to take that on. And Bridget has the training card. So we just sent the email, and it's also been in the attached emails previously, but this is the 5K and the blue, and the green is the 10K, and then the tips and tricks are for either 5 or 10K. So it doesn't matter what distance you're running.
So each week we'll send you an email on Monday morning with the tips and tricks, and then join us at 1:30 for our live. We'll get started.
Yes.
All right, so the most important thing, and I've been doing this, I was just telling Haley for the past month, is trying to find a proper fitting running shoe.
Yes.
And so if I can tell you anything, I've taken back 2 pairs in the last couple of weeks, is find a running store that can assess your foot and that can tell you
what brand
works based off of if you roll in or if you roll out. It's super important.
Arch, all of these things. Feet Fleet used to come and do that. So hopefully we can look into getting those guys.
Absolutely. Great idea.
In the gym soon. We don't know with COVID, but we'll try our best.
So it says here, if the shoe fits, wear it. The right pair of running shoes is essential for both beginners and intermediate runners, for all runners, really. Selecting the right shoe can impact your speed and can prevent injuries to your feet, back, and other joints. It's important to look for comfort and support when choosing a running shoe. A few other things to think about. How far and how often will you be running? For a casual runner, a more basic shoe is sufficient. For a more advanced, consider making bigger investments in shoes. And I've noticed this, that the higher price of the shoe is typically a better, it will last longer.
Make sure you're in the running section.
Trust me, yeah.
Of the shoes, they're called running shoes for a reason.
Right. Consider the arch in your shoe. Look for shoes that give you cushion and stability in the areas needed most, depending on whether you have a high, medium, or no arch. It says, where will you be running? Running indoors, outdoors, and on trails or pavement have high impact on the type of shoes you should invest in. Somebody that knows about running shoes at a really reputable shoe store will know all of these questions. Mm-hmm. It says, stop at a shoe store that specializes in running or at a sporting goods store. Sales associates will be able to guide you. So yes. Awesome.
Yep. All right. So the next section says stretch it out. So we know stretching is important. We do stretch breaks here twice a week and then some for other people personally. But it's right. So we need to stretch before we're running, after we're running, and it can increase our range of motion, improve our posture, release muscle tension, soreness, and reduce the risk of injury. So those are all great things. That's why we're stretching, right? So some pretty basic rules of stretching. Warm up first. Stretching cold muscles increases your chance of risk of injury. Never bounce. Always maintain a slow and controlled movement while stretching. Never overstretch. Stretching shouldn't hurt. It should feel like a stretch. It shouldn't be painful. If you feel pain when you're stretching, please stop. And also, this is a big one that I just recently learned. Don't hold your breath while stretching. Breathe through the stretch, and yoga really helps with that if you're struggling. So you could check out some of Bridget's yoga classes to breathe while we're stretching and while we're moving or with our movement. I think all of those things are great. And even though they're basic, people forget the basics, right? That's why we're going back.
So also, Haley and myself, if we haven't mentioned this, we will do one-on-ones with you weekly or bi-weekly to keep you on track. So we'll actually take whatever program it is that you decide, and we can go literally each day of this program, or we can personalize it to you to make it easier in your schedule. And we can talk nutrition and things like that as well, water intake. And so if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one with Hayley or myself, email us. Our emails are listed below.
Yes, and the sky's the limit, you guys. So if you make it to a half marathon, if you're looking for that, we actually do have a half marathon. But we figured the couch to 5K, 10K was a good COVID kickoff, and for us to be opening. So we're excited to see your smiling faces soon.
August 2nd. If you didn't read it already, most people know, but August 2nd, we're opening. If you have any other questions, let us know, and we'll talk with you next week.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.